Shade Better-in-Law.
And I'm Bill Ritter. We're going to begin with a terrifying video from the Bronx. A woman arriving home from a day at work early in the morning, followed by a stranger into her building. She gets inside and slams the door just in time.
It happened about 2 weeks ago in the Concourse Village section of the Bronx. The NYPD trying to find this guy.
Eyewitness News reporter Naveen Dhaliwal speaking exclusively with the victim today. Naveen is live at the scene for us. Naveen.
Yeah, Bill, this video is creepy for anyone coming home, whether it's day or night. But this woman tells me that she knew something was up as she approached her building at 2 in the morning. She saw the guy from the corner of her eye, but she was not expecting him to come into the building and then try to barge into her apartment. The video is terrifying. It was just a matter of seconds.
He was literally like 1 second from going inside.
Today, this brave woman, still shaking, finding the courage to speak out about that day as she arrived home from work around 2 in the morning.
There was two guys like outside, right? And they were just like looking suspicious.
You see her walking into the building, cautiously eyeing a man on the side. Seconds later, that same man in the white tank top walks into the Sherman Avenue building behind her. She knew he was up to no good.
He followed me inside the building and he said miss twice.
She describes the horrifying moment seen in this video as the suspect accesses the lobby. Seconds later, the woman knew he was around the corner and she quickly tried to open her apartment lock. Her instincts spot on. He came right after her, determined to get inside.
Papi, open up the door, bro.
I came inside and then right away I just screamed, somebody's following me. Like he was literally 1 second from coming inside.
As she watches this video, she knows she was very lucky.
I feel very scared. Like I was saying, what if I had the top door locked? What if, like, it was literally just 1 second. If I had the top lock, he could have got of me.
Yeah, what if? Well, she is truly lucky, and the victim has been living here for 29 years, and she says she's never seen this guy before. She does not know why she was targeted, but tonight her red flags are up.
Say a man suspected of killing a woman in Northwest Harris County is on the run tonight. The mother of 5 was gunned down last week, and now her family is desperately seeking justice. Our Michael Leparty live in Northwest Harris County with the family's plea for that suspect to come forward. Michael?
Dominique, deputies here are looking for the suspect who faces a murder charge, and we just spoke with the family in Louisiana. That's the family of the victim. They're still grieving. Tonight, family members are still struggling with the loss of 27-year-old Renisha Sanford.
Renisha, she was a very adventurous person. She loved to explore. She loved dressing, loved dancing.
Her mother, Ashley Sanford, recalls getting word of what happened.
It was devastating. A feeling that I never thought I ever experienced.
Today marks 1 week since the Harris County Sheriff's Office says Renisha was shot and killed off Cypress Station Drive. Investigators put out these photos and a request for the public's help in locating the suspect, Cameron Davis, who family members say was the victim's ex-boyfriend. The Sheriff's Office says Renisha was in an ongoing domestic situation involving Davis.
He couldn't take the fact that she wanted to leave.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachach, Chorash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who still rule and teach well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect, scattered throughout the 4 corners of the planet Earth. And when you're seeing videos like that, news clips like that, this has got to be the #1 scripture that comes to mind. Okay? The fact that these women, the women of America, the westernized mindset, you know, the feminists, you know, I don't need a man, and a woman is equal to a man mindseted women, they are all becoming confounded. They are all having to rethink their existence, you know? And the fact that they are not able to stand alone, they are not able to protect themselves and, you know, fend for themselves. They're not able to do that without men. This is why when you go to Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2, it says, "And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest." A tempest is a storm. So a man is going to be as an hiding place from the wind, meaning the destruction, meaning all of the chaos that's going to be going on. The only hiding place for a woman is to be able to hide in her man. And now my blue letter is acting up. It says, "A man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land." So basically, a man is going to be something to keep you alive. It says, as a rivers of water in a dry place. So if you see water in a desert, that's something that is able to keep you alive and sustain you. So a man is equated to that. And it's referring to the times that we're living in right now, which is the times before Jacob's trouble. We are living in the time of the beginning of sorrows that the Messiah, whom the world calls Jesus, his name is Yahushua, he spoke about. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Right. At verse 6 it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Right. And the famines, the pestilences, that's all going to cause extreme poverty, extreme scarcity, you know, extreme desperation and extreme violence, incontinency. Incontinency. 2 Ezra 5 and 10. "And shall be sought of many, yet not found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth." So let's look at that word, incontinency. Incontinency. Incontinence. The state of being incontinent. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look up incontinent. Unable to voluntarily control retention of urine or feces. So you're going to have a lot of people shitting on themselves. And it says lack of self-restraint, not being under control. So you're going to have a lot of people basically losing control, man. And in a society where people are losing their minds and nobody is following any type of moral code or compass, women are basically a liability and vulnerable. Women are basically nothing more than property, which in all actuality, that's what the Heavenly Father created them to be. They created them to be a helpmeet unto the man, whether a daughter to the father or a husband to the wife or a wife to the husband. So the Lord said that lack of self-control, incontinency, is going to be multiplied upon the earth, and that's why a man is going to be as in hiding place, not a army of 20 women, you know, but a man, and more specifically, an Israelite man, a man of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. We are that hiding place, man. You know, Lord willing, we are that hiding place. Isaiah 32 and 2, "And a man shall be as in hiding place from the wind, from the destruction, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land." Let's look at that word hiding place. And because the reason why we are a hiding place is because right now we're abiding in the hiding place, the secret place of the Almighty. Psalms 91, which is this truth. You know, we're already being hid. So the Lord is going to make us a hiding place ourselves because the word is in us. Isaiah 32, word hiding place. It says hiding place, a refuge, bosom. So the Lord is going to put us in a hiding place. The word is macha ba'ah, macha ba'ah, macha ba'ah. So the Lord is going to make us a macha ba'ah, all right, a hiding place. The Israelite man, you know, the elect Israelite man, and these women, they're in trouble, man. They are in trouble, man, because you see what the Lord is doing with these spirits, man. These spirits are everywhere, and they're taking vengeance upon these women. And the laws are still intact. So how much more when nobody is there to stop them, when the incontinency is increased? 2 Esdras 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Yeah, that dude was trying to invade her house, man. He was probably trying to invade her pants, you know? Because these women ain't covered. Not saying that he was justified, but these women ain't covered, you know? She could have been proud as hell, you know? Which that spirit that was on that man, that was created for vengeance anyway. But, you know, you might talk to a woman, you know, at the library or you at the bank, and you just say hello, and they just, you know, they just so proud, man. They just so disdainly superior, haughty, as it says in the book of Isaiah chapter 3. You know, they walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, undisciplined eyes. Eyes looking at other men, but proud as hell. You can't even say hello, you know. You can't even hold a simple conversation without getting an attitude or getting some proud ass look. And so that's why the Lord is bringing judgment upon these women. He tell you that in Isaiah 3. He said, because you have done this, he's going to smite the crown of your head, and he's going to take away the bravery. Let's go to there. Let's go there. So he's going to take away your bravery. Because these women, they very brave when it's a 911 that you can call. But as we're going to read, there's not going to be a 911 to call soon come. 2 Esdras 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're not going to regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, in their own power. So man, it's gonna be street justice. You know, it's gonna be a free for all. It's gonna be like The Purge. It's gonna be like any other movie about lawlessness that you could think about. That's what it's gonna be about times 100. Okay? Verse 19, 2 Esdras 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right. And it tells you that the women is going to be getting ravished. People going to be breaking their houses, taking food, taking other things, and they're going to be taking women and children. And you're going to have National Guard and FEMA and United Nations troops, you know, busting in houses, dealing with women. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 15, verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe. Yeah, that man was chasing her ass like a damn hunter, trying to catch a deer or something. And it shall be as the chased roe. A roe is a baby deer, if I'm not mistaken, or a female deer. It says, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people. Yeah, that's what she did. She ran into the house with her kinsmen, her kinsfolk, you know, to try to save her. Save me, save me. So everybody's going to be going to the people that they closest with in that day. They're going to be trying to link up with the people that they closest with, that they trust the most. It says, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And you know that's what was on that man's mind, ravishing her. Let's look at that word, ravish. So this is that ancient spirit is present. It says to seize and take away by violence, to overcome with emotions, joy, delight, rape, plunder, rob. It says, so it basically means to rape, to take away violently, to seize. And this is happening to the Israelite, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American women, because they reject this word first and foremost, and they reject the Messiah. You know, they reject their nationality, and they reject the Israelite man. This is Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tickling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tingling ornaments about their feet, and their calls and their round tires like the moon. So the Lord said He's gonna take away that bravery, man. And we're seeing that right now, which leads us back to Isaiah 32 in verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. So the Lord is saying, rise up, man. Meaning, listen. Listen to the word of the Lord, man. You know, elevate your vibration of thinking. You know, rise up, raise your vibration, man. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled. This is referring to the time period of Jacob's trouble, when martial law is ensued, when when you can't go anywhere and do anything without the juice. I'm talking about you can't get gas, you can't buy, you can't do nothing without the juice or the chip. That's the troubling times that are coming for the believers. Many days and years, and for the non-believers too, because the martial law and the famines and the race wars and the militias and the riots, that's all going to take out a majority of the rebellious. Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. The harvest shall fail, man. They're going to be a lack of food. Okay, and you're not going to gather in all the crops and all the benefits of this government that you once did. Isaiah 32:11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Yeah, because our women are at ease in this society. They think that this is the kingdom of heaven. They think that the white man is God, and that this is what life is, man. Sha'a nan. Sha'a now. Slaki. Sha'a now, if I'm not mistaken. It says at ease, quiet, secure, arrogant. You see? Pride, security, arrogant, in a bad sense, haughty. So these women are at ease. They're haughty. They're arrogant. You know, they actually think that they can, you know, evolve in society without the Israelite man. It says, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Right? Because these women, it says, strip off your fine clothes and wrap yourselves in rags. Yeah, because the Lord is about to downgrade the society. Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine. So that's gonna be the beginning of the troubles for these women, is that famine. It said they shall lament, which means to cry, for the teats, which is the food. It says teats. It says breast. Was the teats is really a titty or a breast, but the breast is gonna dry up. It's referring to the teats as a dried up teat. That's why the babies are crying in this verse, because babies are gonna be dying because the mothers are gonna be starving, so the babies are gonna starve. So we're coming into some very, very dangerous times. Let's close out with that. You know, we're coming into some very dangerous times, and if you have heard this word, you know, you do have hope, but the only hope that you have is in this word and your belief in it. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. So in the last days, perilous times are here. They are here. Hard to do, to take, to approach. So these are hard, perilous meaning hard to approach. These are hard to approach times, but we're approaching it. We're approaching that time where the yabya in your arm is made, you know, compulsory. We're approaching the time where the grain of rice in your hand is made compulsory. And these are hard times to approach. Harsh and savage and dangerous times to approach. But as the elect, we have to go through this in order to get refined and purified by the Lord to be worthy to be given a crown and a kingdom. Lord, when this is edifying, my name is Brother Yaquam Omanah. Double honors to the Apostle Elder Great Millstone. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom.